just don't know when we're going to get to harvest these, but they certainly don't look ready anytime soon. Hopefully November, but we shall see. Otherwise, they're going to get disked in with a lot of other things. But this afternoon, we have been busy. We've bought some things, or a thing, and it is this very nice shiny Dalbo roller. It was on sale. It cost me about, I think it was half price. I think it was only like $6 or something wild. So that'll be good for us on the grassland. Get a bit of weed and done with that when we need to. Looking very smart, very tidy. This beast is here because, well, we finished some contracts and we are looking good for it. Looking good for a lot of money. Right now, you'll see we're at £205,000. And that's going to go up, actually, because we need to complete that contract. And you'll also see right now that we are hoeing away as well. The hoe is busy in field 4, not far. I've just started, so we're going to let it go. We need to go and sell off the last of this trailer load of carrots. And then that's all done. And then we're all done with selling everything that we have. We can turn our attention a bit more onto maybe some ploughing contracts. Tomorrow we're going to get some more livestock in here as well. But for right now we don't have any more to buy because we want to continue to stagger that age. Which is good. And then we'll get everything fed up for this evening. And then we can move on to get more done tomorrow. But yeah, really capitalising on some of the ludicrously lucrative contracts that are around this place. Because my word, are there many. So that's what we've done. And yeah, we'll show you what that looks like very soon indeed. But we come here. And we'll just park. Look at my silage stack is kind of falling apart ever so slightly. There's a bale tumbled off there somewhere. I'm not quite sure how and why, but it's gone. And yeah, we'll get this taken away. It is, like I say, October now. We're not going to do any more grass work. The grass is kind of wilted away anyway. But we will try and take on as many contracts as we can. Cultivation, drilling, that kind of stuff. Because yeah, why not? It's lucrative, it's good work, and it allows us to really increase that capital so we can try and purchase a field somewhere. Because that is going to be pretty key, certainly for where we want to get to. That being said, this field right here has plenty grass on it. If we can, I mean, look how many bales we got from the one time. We'll get 2 or 3 cuts off this a year, and then that should be us really good. So the next field we get, we could stick into some kind of cereal crops just to increase our opportunities there. And then yeah, we will see. But so that's an option as well. So excited to see where that all goes. Get around that corner there. And you never know. These fields in Calmsden as a whole is a big farm. Actually, big map, big area to work in. So there is always potential that we could maybe look into fiddling a few things around, making some extra capital to buy a field by selling a combine maybe, and then just leasing one in when we need it. But you know, all things that will be reviewed and looked into as and when the time's right, because you never know. You never know. It's a shame that we don't have. Ideally, what we need to do is buy this huge field here, because right now a shortcut through to here would be superb. We just don't have it, so that's something that's a bit of a miss for us. But yeah, we don't do too much field work here yet. We have to start carting to and from the animal dealership, which, if you're unaware, is down on the southern tip of the map. So we might have to think about that. But yeah, it's all things that we can get to in some point of time. Alright, so I think it was the second one we're going to chop this off at. This might be about $4 on here because we haven't got 2 layers of carrots, but still, it's good money. We're looking at now just under 204,000. About there. Yeah, about $5 grand. Wow, isn't that wild? Okay. Job done, field done. We can start to plough that field in. We're not going to harvest the parsnips. I think we've discussed that in the last time around. No. Unless the only thing that might make me change my mind, because I haven't really used the root crop stuff too much, but if there was, I mean, there's not. Vegetable planters, vegetable harvesters. No, I mean, if there was like a 4 or 5 row harvester, trailed harvester at that, then possibly, but there's not, and it's just too expensive, so no, we'll get the plough on. And then we can look to get that all done and dusted. Get that all ploughed in and make one field, I think, is what we're going to do. Or we're going to decide, I think we'll keep everything as in a line, or like in 2 separate fields, but we'll try and expand the borders out a little bit, because there's a bit of ground there that we're not leveraging at the moment and we're not using for anything, so it makes sense to kind of get that done. The traffic on here, it's annoying. Anyway, we're through. It's always that one red car as well, it's always the same. Anyway, there is a Livestock drill been doing arounds on Modb, I think it is. I think I might have to get that back in. Especially if we do get another larger arable field, that would be a great great step up. But you know, we will. There's time before we need that. We'll get plenty of work done with ours. We're not going to be drilling it now. We will wait until the spring to get it in. So we'll get the plough on, get those fields turned over at the very least, and then they'll be a great place to move forward. And yeah, we are. After that point, we're pretty much set for now. Actually, we'll just keep racking up those contracts, and then we'll get back and we'll collect the contract we're on, which should take us to about, I think it's around the £250,000 mark, which is excellent. Really, really good to see. We'll see where it goes from there. I do like the grass texture colour on here when it's kind of stalky and withering a little bit. I think that looks really, really nice. I do like that an awful lot. But yeah, look how many bales we made from one cut of this field without any fertiliser on there either. So do a couple of those a year on top of what we've already gotten that we're working through. Yeah, and we'll be in a great place. We really, really will. So that's going to be fantastic. That's all of the carton work we need to do. We will stick a bale into each of these sheds this evening just to tide them over until tomorrow. But before we go any further, let's get rid of that lease tractor that's in the middle of the field. So this is going to be 40 grand alone for this field that we're doing here. But this one was 76,000 for field 15. I mean, sure, it took me about, I don't know, an hour to bale that. But £76,000 square baled as well, so you didn't have to worry about delay with a round baler. And oh my word. Now I wouldn't do those ones because that's a long field. That's going to take a lot of round bales and a lot of stop-start. But like the fertilizer gigs, easy. That one would be a bit of a pain. There's a couple of large ploughing gigs you could do as well. If we had more time on that, I would be very tempted to take my tractor and plough and just sell it away and hire a worker. But we don't, so we'll leave it. And then you got your standard wood hauling contracts as well. They might be nice for just a change of scenery, but hey, maybe one day. But yeah, I just can't get over how expensive they are or how lucrative they are. It's phenomenal. Now, this can probably live here for now. Still figuring out where I like to keep my trailers. We'll get there. That'll do, I think. Just to make sure I don't think I'm in the way. Hey, perfect. Okay. The plough one, we'll start with the weight first, which is over here. And then we'll go put the plough on and get going. Fuel, we're good as well. So yeah, by the time we finish the hoeing over there, we'll be at just over 300,000, which is just perfect. Now, of course, we're still building up the number of animals that we had from when we left Riverbend Springs. So that was, I believe it's around 130. I've got it written down somewhere. So because we're just transferring those across, we don't pay for those until we've got them all in. If we want to increase after that, then we'll start to pay for them. But obviously, because we had that many, rather than change all the XMLs, which could have been a bit challenging, just easier to stagger it and do it this way. So so that'll be why when we get in another 24 tomorrow, for example, you won't see that the balance changes at all or anything like that. Let's get stuff out of there. There you go. All right, happy days. Let's go and see what trouble we can find. Don't come this way. Oh no, it should be good. Perfect. Anything in the sails whilst we are here? Nothing of use. Wonderful. So yeah, if I have a look into, do I have it here already? I'm not sure if I do. So yeah, there's one of them. Is overly expensive, but that would be an option. I like this as well. That's just too small. And they do take some pulling, those things. What's it? Actually, that's only needs 120 horsepower. That's really nice. I really do like that. Very, very good mod. As part of the farming agency, I think it is. Really do like the cross slot drills here, but it's expensive for what it is. And if we're going to go up there, it should be for more output. I would say that would be what we have to aim for. Okay. Anyway, onwards. Oh, before we go, actually, I've changed my mind. We're going to stop and we're going to go and feed the cattle because I'll probably forget if I don't. So I'll probably give them a bit of hay just so we can keep using that up. Now, crucially as well, I haven't seen one that I like, but we are going to have to get ourselves a slurry tanker because, as you can see, this one has about 2,000 litres of slurry in there, and this one over here has probably a little bit less. But yeah, and that's only with like half full capacity, so we do need a lot more. There's going to be a lot more livestock in there, which means we're going to need a lot more slurry being produced, and we have to take care of it all. So I think that will be the plan. Perfect. Alright, we'll get these fed up nice and quickly. Find someone to put that roller out of the way as well. We should probably find a contractor to keep the Massey going with, actually. It doesn't make much sense for it not to be doing anything. So I will go and have a look into that as well. I'm sure there's something that we can use that we have here. Because it's got a fair bit of power to it. It might be able to even lift that cultivator of ours. Which would be good. So we don't need two of these in one, so we'll drop one there. Pick that one up, and away we go. Certainly makes it very easy to feed these. Absolutely perfect. Alright, job done. Now, like I say, let's have a quick look, see what we can do with the Massey. If there's a way that we can capitalize on some of these contracts, then I am all for it. The baling ones are a little bit tricky, as we know. The fertilizer we could do, we could have to buy some fertilizer, but that is definitely an option. Now, why don't we... that's small. That's small. Let's take... because I've got that one there already, haven't I? So let's take on that one, because we get 3 things of... fertilizer field with lime, liquid solid slurry, okay. I mean, we've got to do that one because it's worth so much money. But we'll borrow the equipment. We'll use our tractor, but we'll just use the giant spreader that they have. And then... that one's a bit further away. That one's right next to it. So let's get that one done. And we can accept. And then we should be laughing. Perfect way to spend the day. Wrap up a whole load of contracts and see where we are from there. But yeah, I really like this little roller. I haven't used a lot of the Dalbor rollers, to be honest. I don't know why I just... especially this one. And I could add on the grass drill in the back of it as well, which I might well do, so that can be used for establishing cover crops and the likes. I think that'll be a good move. And then yeah, just another bit of equipment that we own. I really like the idea of buying all the equipment that we use and then just leasing and financing the tractors. I think that's always a really smart, handy way to go about it. Now, you, because we're finished with the wrapper for the foreseeable. Watch the wheel on the gate there. Happy days. And stop. Let's go and take you back on over to the store, get you all set up, and then we're good. We can bounce on. Must say the lighting on this map, now that we're really getting into the autumn evenings here, the lighting does look superb. It's only 3 o'clock, but starting to get that real golden sunset vibe coming on, which is really, really nice indeed. We're going to jump into that field there. We will stick on our ginormous fertilizer spreader to do so. Knock that contract off, probably complete that contract, take on the other small one as well, because we can only have 3 at a time here. Hey, snap! There's the second tractor. And then we'll go from there. Look at the size of these spreaders, aren't they? Just ridiculously big. And there are times as well, even though it's a lucrative contract here, I just don't mind hiring the equipment because it'll make it a little bit faster. And we'll lose maybe about £1,000 on this, but still, just look at the size of the equipment. It's absolutely wild. I have gone and bought us half a dozen bags of fertilizer for ourselves, because what we have here we will use up in these contracts for sure. Field 9, if memory serves, is this one right here. It is. So yeah, we'll get this all ready to go, get this field covered, and then then we will use our own if we have to bring the murder over, stick a couple of bags on, and get it done. Only 3,000 litres in here, it's not going to go too far. But what we will do is that hard work to do it. We've got to fertilise these weeds, evidently. Done. We can leave them to just finish that. It's going to take no time at all. And we will go and get ourselves started over here with the plough. So by the end of today, in-game, we'll be over £300,000 comfortably. Actually, close to 350 grand, so another couple of days like that. So hopefully by the new year we'll be in a position that we can consider buying another field, and yeah, that'll be fantastic if we're able to do that. That will be very, very good indeed. Over we go. Which way is our plough facing here? I'm going to plough down the hill, like across the ways, but working my way down the bottom of the hill, and so we will go and start at the top here. You might be screaming at me saying, why don't you just harvest that? But no, I just don't have it in me. And then we're going to plough this bit in here as well and capture that little bit of extra field. I think that's the plan, at least for me. And then we might do the same with this little bit of headland here too. Now, let's just see what we can do for all this year. Let's probably do that, I suppose. That'd be okay. There you go. Looks like we're plowing. Perfect. Well, there we go. Fantastic stuff. And we're going to get this done, and we'll be in the position after that we could maybe even lime the fields, get them all taken care of, and get ourselves for springtime all ready and set up. So a small little update. We'll have some more cattle coming in November, and we'll be able to see where it goes and see how the farm sets up from there. So I hope you have enjoyed. If you have and you've yet to do so, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more. I've been Simulation for the Nation, trying to get videos out on this map twice a week to continue the building of the farm here, and we will see what we can do. I am actually going to be on holiday back in the UK very soon, so that might delay things, but we'll try to get at least one more ready for you all as well. So we will see. Until next time though, thank you very much for watching as always. Do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you in the next one.